Hey there everyone, welcome back to my playthrough of Tomb Raider 4. Today we're going to continue exploring the next few levels. Decided we're going to probably stop at Desert Railroad today. It's the last level I practiced too. It's about 3 levels, and because I got practice, I'm probably going to complete them relatively fast as usual. And we're going to be okay. The first level here, I want to say this is something about Semerkhet, but I can't remember. We're going to have to play a game, basically. It's nice. There's scarabs in this level. They're kind of annoying. They're kind of like bats in the way that they don't do a lot of damage, but you unlike bats, there's like much more of them. Thankfully, they are limited to the ground and cannot fly, and are also not bats. So you can't kill them. They're indestructible. They kill everything. They kill you. Nah. Don't think there's any special interaction about them that really needs mentioning. It's just that they're there. They're somewhat a pain to deal with. They don't appear in too many levels. They're pretty manageable. The idea is basically right now, the start of the level is just about getting to the game. Then there's executing the game, and then whether you win or lose depends on which route you take. Then you move on to the next level. This level can be somewhat long. There's even a torch here. I actually don't think there's a purpose to this torch. I know you can use it for some reason. I just don't know what reason that is. We're ready to drop down though. Oh. Look, huge group of scarabs is here to greet me. There's 3 holes. I believe one of them unlocks the door above us. One of them is a medipack and the other one does nothing. This is the one that does nothing. Alright, good. Sorry about that, pause. And yeah, okay, here's the one with the item in it, and the one with the one that opens the door is this one. Cool. And the scarabs are not really threats. They'll chew at your health a bit, but unless you're doing like a no med pack run, you don't really need to worry about it. You can just use a small med on them. The easily reparable damage is easily reparable. And we're good to go. I don't even know if reparable means what I think it means. I think reparable means easily repaired, but or to be repaired. I'm not sure. The English language is just an enigma to me sometimes, man. I'm sure we've all had those moments. Alright, this is the game's way of teaching you that you can open doors, is to lock you in this small room and tell you, hey dude, you can open these doors. Not much to it. Just a part of the game you may or may not know is there. Is this the Senate game right here? Yeah, it is. I almost fell off the cliff. Okay, let's not fall off cliffs. It's a little bit shorter to get where I want to go by going this way, though. So this is the Senate board. We're going to be back for it in a little bit to play the Senate game, but for now we need to get the rules, otherwise we can't understand the game. So this is the lock trap door. I thought for sure that was the not lock trap door. So that means the other way is the non-lock trap door, if that is right. Okay, yeah. So this is the way we need to go in order to find the rules. During the practice run, I discovered a slightly faster way of reaching the rules, and I thought it was silly that I was able to do it, but, I mean, when I'm alone and have nothing better to do, I'm going to test stupid jumps, because I see stupid jumps, and I always like, I wonder if that works, and this time it did. Usually it doesn't. Like, usually stupid jumps, like, nah, no good. But here's a stupid jump that you can do, and it's stupid. Alright, so you kind of want to line yourself up like this, and it's a little bit rough, but yeah, you just do that, and you break it. You basically break the level. You're supposed to play with the fire for a bit and get something, but meh. Why do that when you can do this? You can travel a little bit faster going horizontally if you drop like that. Also, Laura can go around corners. You actually have never gone around corners earlier in this game until now, but yeah, you can go around corners. I'm surprised that it doesn't like become relevant until this level, that you can go around corners like that. I know in Alexandria they exemplify the fact that you need to, but this is the first level I think that actually uses it. So that it's just a point of interest. Now all we have to do is not burn ourselves here, save the game, and we'll be about ready to play the game. I think we're a little bit late to the cycle. Yeah. That's still a good time to save. Wouldn't want to have to waste med. Screw it. Let's just burn some med packs. Alright. we good to go. Yeah, you can trigger that without, you know, doing anything. And with that out of the way, we can go this way. And this leads to the rules of the game. If you're not on fire, the game will trigger a cutscene showing you that this is open, but I broke the game. Getting it while you're on fire makes the game make sure that, hey man, you're on fire. You get to continue. You can press look to skip that. Okay. Something I did not test, but still very pretty. So we got the rules of the game. We did a little bit of sequence breaking, but it wasn't anything major, so I'm not going to really worry about it. I mean, it's just a tricky jump, and there's lots of, like, trick jumps have always been one of my favorite things to do in Tomb Raider, to locate and then execute trick jumps. I do a few in my TR2 casual run, but that's not really an LP, it's just me mind-numbingly going through the game casually at beating the game in 4 hours. This game's going to take far longer than 4 hours, though. Now, when do I jump backwards? Do I jump backwards? I should, right? Yeah. Now we play the Senate gang against Semerkhet? The priest Semerkhet? And there is a method. There is a method to win the game. It's the idea in a game like this. I guess I'll go over more about it and I'll read the rules in front of your face so you guys can understand how the Senate game works. So we'll give it a second for it to stop oohing and ahhing. Okay, so we have the rules that you can observe the moment you get it. And it tells you the rules of the game. You can pause to read that if you want. Basically, you roll dice. In this case, these stones. White is your roll. So I got a 2. So I got 2 white, so that's a 2. So the number of white is your roll. If you get all blacks, that's a 6, and you get to roll again. The idea is these onks let you re-roll, and you can move any of the things you want. The idea of the game, to win the game, you're going to want to take as many turns as possible and try to knock out the other guy when you can. I'll make this more apparent as we roll along here. This is probably going to take a good chunk of the time. You can move 1. So the idea here is I want to kind of maximize how I can get extra turns. I moved the red one again. That was not my intention. Alright. You gotta go again. So if you land on an onk, you get to go again. So I played a little poorly. You got an extra move. You kind of want to, the thing you want to avoid. Now I have to move red because blue and green can't move 3. It also just so happens to destroy his piece, so turns out it was the correct play either way. If I roll a 2 or a 4, I get an extra turn. And always, if I roll a 6, I'll get an extra turn, so. Okay, so 2 is the most common roll for obvious mathematical reasons. You're rolling 4 stones. The chances that you get 2 of any to light up is pretty high. And when you land on onk, you go again. And if you get a 6, you roll again. I've already explained this. We're basically just playing this out now. Alright, now, since none of my pieces are in danger, I still want to move red. There's a method to when you want to move certain pieces. Yeah, he moved fine. The idea is you kind of want to maximize your opportunities to gain extra turns when you can. So that's what I'm keeping an eye out for to do. So I just rolled a 1. Now I could move the red one, or I can move the blue or the green one. And I think I'm going to move the red one, because the chances of rolling a 4 are quite... Actually, you can roll a 4. Hopefully he doesn't roll a 4. He rolled a 3. Alright, that's fine. I could have moved a different piece, but I decided to move red again, because I'm trying to maximize opportunities for going again. 2. So, remember when I said opportunities to roll again? This is said opportunity. So I get to do that, then I get to roll again. And because my red piece is... it's still in striking distance, so I need to be careful. That's a 1. Now, I want to move the red piece, but it might be a better idea for me to move a blue or the green piece, and then wait for me to get a 2 in order to roll the red piece again. But I want to move the red piece anyway, because if the opponent gets a 3, he lands on my place and he gets to go again, and that's no good. But now I am reliant on rolling a 3 in order to get to the onk, and I rolled a 1. Alright, it's time to start moving other pieces. Hopefully, 2 is the most common roll. If he gets a 2, he can rip red piece. Alright, fine. No 2, please. Okay, he got a 3. That's nice. If I get a 1, I can crush his piece. And if I get a 3, I can go again. If I get a 4... If I get a 3, actually, I move the red piece to the end. Yeah, that's an aspect of this game I'm not quite sure I like. 2. I can... Probably should just move green. He's put his in a good position, because 2 is the most common roll. He can easily get his to the end. I'm just going to creep my green one up again. He got a 6, so yeah, he gets to move again, and he gets a big jump in movement play. He's getting a lot of extra turns. This is exactly what you don't want to... What the This guy is... What the crap, dude? Does his turn ever end? Oh my god, no, stop it! Stop winning the game. Can I even win anymore? Maybe. I think I'm gonna lose. I can move 3, that's the red part. Oh, maybe I'll get just as lucky as him. I should move the green piece now, because it's my best survival hope, I assume. But any roll he gets, he can move, so... Okay. I have to hope he rolls a 4 and skips his turn. Okay, I got a 6. That's really good news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if I get the most common roll, I can crush his piece and I go again. Alright. So if I get a 2, I can crush his piece and stop him from winning. That's a 1 game. Okay, I can still... I have to maximize my odds of winning. How do I do that here? Moving the green piece again, so that I get an extra turn. Like, he got so many extra turns in a row, I can't recover from it, man. That's a 1, right? Yeah, that's a 1. Oh, cool. I can crush his piece, send it back to the start. He gets a 2. Okay. We're in good shape now. So now the green piece needs a 3 to win. I got a 1. This needs to stop happening. I moved the blue one. He gets a 2. He moves again because he got a 2. He gets a 3. Okay. So my blue can't possibly cover that distance. I get a 3. That's my winning move for green. Okay, it's just me and him and this madness, so I'm not sure. That's a 2. 2 does not give me any advantage. He gets a 2. Alright, he doesn't get any advantage either. That's a 3. That gives me somewhat of an advantage, because if I roll a 2 now, I can get an extra turn. Got a 3. He got a 1. Okay, so he needs a 3 to win. And I need some extra turns. That's a 3. That's pretty good, but it's not really. So here's hoping he doesn't roll a 3 and win. He rolled a 2. Okay, so for him, he has to roll a 1 to win. And that's pretty unlikely. So I might get the upper hand here. Alright. Let's make the comeback happen. Alright, he just has to not roll a 1. Alright. So the preferred roll for me here is a 1 and then a 4, but that's unlikely. What I probably want to happen is a 3 and a 2. The chances of him getting a 1 are pretty unlikely. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. That replaces his piece. I'm not sure that's what I want, though, because now I have to roll a 1, and rolling a 1 is the nightmare, aka impossible. So let's see if I roll a 1. That's not a 1. So now it's his turn. Alright, I need to roll a 1. So now I'm in his position where I have to roll a 1 to win. This is a really uncomfortable position. Did I mention that? It's a really uncomfortable position. Alright. Oh, I won. Sweet. Come back. Jesus. Yeah, that was... Yeah, come back. Easy. Easy game. See? There is a little bit of strategy to it. The idea is you kind of don't want to be in that position that I was in, and that he was, that my opponent was in, where where you have one piece at the end of the board and you need a 1 to win. Because if you need a 1 to win, like, you're very unlikely to get roll 1 and 6. 1 and 6 are, like, the hardest rolls. 2 and 3 are much more common, and 4 is also just as... Okay, so you have an equal chance of rolling 1, 4, or 6, but you have a much better chance of rolling 3 and a much better chance of rolling 2. Like, 2 is the most common roll. So you're like, most of your rolls will be 2s and 3s, and that's really good. That's what you want. But if you get in a situation where you need a 1 to win, the game becomes really hard. That's why the game gives you multiple pieces to start with, so that you don't accidentally put yourself in the situation where you need a 1 to win. Because if you put yourself in the situation where you need a 1 to win, it's really uncomfortable. Also, there's a losing route, and you need to take the losing route if you want to get all the secrets. Ain't that just nice? There's some stuff down here, but it's not ultimately that if what matters. And yes, I did save scum the game, but that's because I'm familiar with the winning path and don't care for the secrets that the other path present. So if you want the secrets, you kind of have to play the game badly, put yourself intentionally in the spot where you need 1s to win, put yourself intentionally in, make intentionally bad plays, like instead of killing his piece, just move a different piece. Like, it's all fairly straightforward. I don't need the ammo. And it's all fairly straightforward. There's a lot of dogs around here. And now we just need to make our way to the end of the level, which isn't that hard because we took the winning path, so we're going to have an exceptionally easy time. I should not have fell down. Oh, you have to fall down here, don't you? Yeah, you do. It's not avoidable. It's unavoidable. But getting out of here is easy. Unless you get eaten alive by scarabs, but that won't happen. And I have officially hit the point of the game where I am starting to run out of things to talk about. I think this was expected. Let's go ahead and crush some urns. This one has a large med pack in it, and because I burned some on the fire earlier in the level, I think it's okay to go out of my way to pick this up. I'm pretty sure the other one didn't have anything in it. Now we have to do the mirror puzzle. Mirror puzzle is not hard in the slightest. We just need to reach it and then we can do it. In fact, we don't even move mirrors at all. There's a bat here. Where's the bat at? I hate it when they put bats in the room and you can't see them. It's like, oh, by the way, there's a bat in here just to annoy you. They don't even do a lot of damage to me. I could have gone away with just climbing the pole and letting them nibble on me while I spam medpacks. I wouldn't even need to spam medpacks because they do so little damage, but I still find it irritating. And I'm so used to killing things, but making sure the route is clear before actually traveling the route, but it's not that necessary in this game because the bats do so little damage. That should be right. Yeah. There's actually nothing here. Yeah, you just use this as a vector to get in here. Can I draw weapons? Yes. I don't think there's actually any enemies in here. Now we just have to drag things around, for which I will go into double speed. Alright, that's all there is to that. Puts the dogs up to life. And all we have to do is simply make our way back over there. Yeah, just take the same pole that we came in on, shoot a bunch of dogs out, and the push puzzle basically unlocked a door for us that we need to go through. Jump backwards, do a flip. Accidentally missed the jump anyway, doesn't matter. Don't like how you have to like stand still sometimes to draw your weapons. It doesn't always make sense. That was a poor shot, Laura. And then we're out. I believe we're almost at the end of the level. I'm not sure how what route the loser takes, and if they get to the same spots or do the same puzzles. To be honest, I got one in the practice run and winning in this run as well. It's just, I don't know. Alright. Cutscene. She sees an image, and now we have to deal with the Guardian of Semerkhet. Oh, and the stupid, annoying puzzles that are involved with doing such things. Alright, so there's these stupid rings of death and destruction that I just don't like. I can never time correctly. Ever. Let's just kind of get close, and then jump through it. I tried. Like, I'm seriously really bad at dealing with these. Even in the practice run, I was like, is there a way to do this consistently? I just couldn't do it. Now let's try it this way. Yeah, fine. What about this one? Maybe I can do better on this one. Let's not stand right in it. I thought that would work for some reason. It didn't. Okay, that worked. Let's see if it works for the second one. No. Okay, I guess that's how you're supposed to dodge them. Alright, here's the room with the map. For this, we want to go through the crawl space up here. It takes a little bit of work to find, especially if you're not inclined to look towards where a slope might be. So in my practice run, it took me maybe 2 minutes to actually scout the room and figure out that I was supposed to go this way. But once you know to go this way, it's pretty straightforward and easy to remember. You need to do this like 4 or 5 times to feel comfortable. That should be good. Then we do this. And we'll make it under just fine. Alright, then all we have to do is pick this up and avoid the blade trap associated with it, and we're gonna be okay. Just like that. Then we look for the white square, and from the white square we will find safety, because the white square is not connected to a trap. And then we side jump, side jump, side jump, side jump. Alright. Just a fairly easy way that I know how to evade that trap. Or any trap that's one tile wide and you just need to flip over. You can side flip, usually it's very consistent. Sometimes the standing jump doesn't give you as much distance for some reason, and it doesn't super matter, does it? Anyways, we're just going to go back through the crawl space we came, and that will take us to back to the map room, and we are able to... Oh, this is not the map room. Excuse me. We go back through this crawl space, and now take us back to the map room. Jeez, I can't believe I messed that one up. And it's pretty believable. Anyways, from the map room, all we have to do is insert this bird, and we get a view of the map. With some fancy Egyptian technology. How it works, nobody knows. So it makes its way across the Sphinx with really long legs, then it crosses the river, and then it goes to a pyramid. Like seriously, that Sphinx has absurdly long legs. I have no idea why. It's just a random thought that popped into my head, and I'm not sure if such commentary is wanted. It seems I'm not a huge fan of doing non sequitur. Even though I'm sure I have my moments of where I do non sequitur, I try not to make it like the main thing I do. Let's just take this to the keyhole and get to the next area. The next area is much more interesting because we get to a persistent enemy for the probably. Is this the first time we've seen a persistent enemy in this game? No, the mummies, I guess, are persistent enemies, but we're about to meet our second persistent enemy, the bull. Probably could have saved in a different location. Yeah, that's him. That's the bull. We'll pick up a small med, why not? And this is actually a fairly straightforward part of the level. He's gonna bust through that. And he's in. Alright, bull, you're coming with me. There's actually a ton of bats in this level that I find really annoying. Yep, that's them. Now we want the bull to break down this door. Did I do it? Nope. Alright, so we need to get him. Alright, he charged me. He doesn't actually do a lot of damage to you. He's fairly harmless, if I'm honest. Wow, he's not getting a good angle. I need to give him a good run up. Otherwise, this isn't going to end well. Let's see if I can line him up properly. Alright, I should be able to line him up with that. He should be able to line himself up pretty well here. There we go. And that's what we wanted to happen. Thanks, dude. Alright, and then there's going to be these eyes. What we want him to do is we want him to ram these. That was close, but not quite. We can try to get him to land on this one instead, I suppose. Okay, he hit me. Not too happy about that. But I think he broke that one. Now I need him to break this one. I kinda don't care that he hits me, I'm honest. Alright, then we go this way. We're about to abandon the bull by going up some ladders. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the level. And that's how easy this level is. And on the surface, it's not that long, and this may seem like an easy level, but in the long term, that level is actually somewhat difficult. Especially if you're going for secrets and stuff, where you have to take all the detours. Now for one of almost everyone's favorite level in the game, the desert railcar. And there's actually a really cool thing I wanted to show off in this level, just as a welcoming gift to the level, because I know a lot of people like it. Especially as a young person, I really love this level. So, this level takes place on the Desert Railroad on your way to Alexandria.
No.
Has all these things that Laura will say no to, such as that and this.
No.
Which is sad. But before we do anything, I want to become the captain of the train. So let me see if I can remember how to do this. No? Okay, I don't think this was difficult. No, that's not it. I learned this in TR3. Yes! And then you can become the train. Become one with the train. So you walk in here, you fall through here, and you have become one with the train. You are now the train. Laura is now the train. The railroad is now mine. Okay. Wow, you can actually stand on front of the train. I actually did... Oh, I killed myself. I was trying to get a good view, but nope. Ended up killing me. Yeah, it's just something silly I do. Yeah, the corner crouch glitch is something I learned in TR3, and it works in this game as well. I usually don't try to find applications for it, but I know that's my favorite one for it. Just another reason that I really like this level. And that's the only time, probably the only time you're going to see me use a glitch to get through a level. Most of the time I just kind of like using jumps that are already in the system. There's some goodies here. There's also an assassin. But, let's grab some goodies in the first two rail cars, and the last one I'm pretty sure is empty. So we'll ignore it. I do know, because I practiced the level, of course. Okay. 1, 2, dead? Nope, not dead. Thank you for lowering your guard. I'll just be on my way now. And cutscene in 2, 3, 1, yep. They're going to appear on the flatbed that's across the way. This is quite the long train. Alright, these guys aren't threats. They don't have Uzis, so you can kind of just chip away at them. Alright, you have become within striking distance, my friend. I don't like it when there's more than one of them, because sometimes you get in these stupid predicaments where you can't really change your target. But I mean, if they want to charge me like that, I guess that makes things easier. Go across the flatbed car. It's the only flatbed car. Flatbed car is a car that doesn't have anything on it. Blah, 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 blah. Things you should know. Okay. More assassins should show up now. Let's Uzi it up here. Okay, that one's dead. Okay, he's been blocking my shots. Okay, dude. Seriously? I expect he's almost dead. But he's being really annoying about it. Alright, good. Now let's deal with the ones that are in here. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't die to the third shot, but alright. I'll take that. Alright, now that we're done quarreling with the neighbors, let's grab a bunch of shotgun shells. And that should be all we need from here. Help replenish my shotgun supply. We're gonna be back for this car later. Or was it this car? I always forget which one of these cars has the secret in it. I know one of these cars has a really good secret in it. It's this one. Yeah, I don't need to be in this car yet. We'll be back for it later. Let's just continue making our way towards the back of the train so that we can get the crowbar and make progress. We can't actually make that jump, I'm fairly sure. Save the game, because there's been moments in practice where dropping off this has gotten me killed, and it's not that great. Well, and I didn't really talk about it. Oh hey look, it's Von Croy, probably mocking us from his helicopter. Or he's just figuring out that we're here, and he's like, what, she's still here? Oh, whatever, go back to Alexandria anyway. And we're like, okay. See you later, Von Croy. We didn't need you anyway. We're only doing these 3 levels today, so this might be a shorter one. Yeah, maybe having shorter episodes isn't all that bad, though. Oh, you can use your roll to make them disregard what you're doing. Okay, cool. Alright, good. Let's grab a secret. The secrets in this level are very easy to find, and also happen to be very useful because are going to be our first source of revolver ammo. Gives us some extra crossbow bolts. It's like additional ammo of stuff that are really good. And a large med. I mean, don't really need the large med, but the other stuff is really good. Then we can just come out the way we came in. We just have to use the ladder that is on the side of the train. Now this is the last train in the car, and you're wondering, well, how do you advance? And it's like, I don't know, this is a place where many people get stuck because they don't realize you can... I mean, it's easier to find that secret than it is to find the way to progress in this level. The progress in this level is right here. I found that secret long before I found this in the practice run. It is... This just evaded me for a long time, and then I decided to check the side of the cars, and it's like, oh, I guess it was obvious all along, but it's not that obvious. Sometimes you just don't see this. So we need the crowbar to continue, but first we're going to pick up 10 gajillion shotgun shells because they put them here. And then we get the crowbar, which allows us to activate levers, and basically allow us to complete the game, because we're going to have it for the rest of the game, I'm fairly sure. So that opens up all the doors. How long have you been there? Okay, I guess you've just been chilling out there, dude. I mean, to each his own, but you can just be over there, I suppose. I mean, dude, you don't have a gun? I thought that guy killed himself. Alright, fine. I'll see you guys in a second. I hit the wall twice, I'm pretty sure. Is he just... Okay, I guess he has no interest. I don't know where that guy's going, but... Alright. It's clearly not here, so we'll just bust into the secret wall. We wait for him to make his mind up. Anything else? Nope. Let's light a flare. This place is somewhat dark. Is he in the same room as me? I don't know. I'm not getting hack and slashed, so... I'm assuming he's not here with me. I'm assuming he's just dancing on the ceiling. Also, we got the grenade launcher, which is another reason I really like this level. It gives you the grenade launcher, which allows you to easily dispatch of any enemy you want. It's great. Explosives, yeah. Alright, you're still here. Okay, a lot of you are here. Ain't no one got time to mess with that many dudes. At the same time, no thank you. I'm sure one of them even has some Uzis, but... I'm sure I'll be fine. Looks like these other guys don't know how to get onto a flatbed. See ya. That's like 5 assassins, though? I don't think I could handle that many assassins, dude. That's a lot of assassins. I killed myself. See you guys in a second. This should be about back where I was. This time with less killing myself. And more moving towards the front of the train. Now, unlike those stupid guys with swords, we can make diagonal jumps. So any attempts they have at getting over here is basically nil. And then we just have to flip this switch and we beat the level, I'm pretty sure. There's another secret, I'm fairly sure, but I can't remember where it is, so... Actually, it's right here at the beginning of the level, but it just has a small med pack in it, and it's not really worth using the crowbar for. So, yep, that's it. That's all there is to it. And the train moves on without the rest of its cargo. And we win! And we are now in the first level of Alexandria. Which we will do next time. Alright, so hey everyone, this has been Lambrick as always, and thank you for watching. Next time we'll explore Alexandria. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.